I would also like to let you know, as we did earlier, that Channels TV has indeed launched in the UK. The channel is Channel 24, and it is open to our guests and our viewers in the UK. Let's now join our correspondent Doris Okenwa for an update on this very important day.
And we're live at the Cafe Royal, Regent Street in London's Piccadilly. Tonight, Channels Television officially will be launched on the Sky platform. Now, the station has been up and running on Sky Channel 575 since the 9th of April, but tonight officially commemorates that milestone. The toast tonight is not just for Channels Television, but for Nigeria, for the rest of Africa. This is an opportunity to show the world just what Africans can do. It is also an opportunity to engage with international affairs up close, be part of debates and conversations that directly or indirectly affect the continent. We'll be bringing you details of this event as we go along. I'll hand you now over to the studio in Lagos.
And here are some more details for you. Despite, of course, the multiple award-winning status Channels Television currently controls nationally and internationally, Channels Television is not resting on its oars, though, at this launch in the UK. Remember, you can watch it. It's Channels 24 on Channel 575 on Sky B. Now, that formed the fulcrum of remarks of the chairman and CEO of Channels Television, Mr. John Momo, at the formal launch of Channels 24 on Sky B in the UK. He says that Channels Television is extending its services to the UK so that Nigerians and Africans can tell their own story. According to Mr. John Momo, the station will bring the African perspective to the global stage. Now, the United Nations is once again repeating its call for gender equality and for children's rights to be upheld in contemporary families. That's the message from the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon as the world celebrates the International Day of Families, which comes up with on May the 15th every year. Well, here in Nigeria, the United Nations Information Center, Lagos, held a seminar to celebrate the day.
What is your idea of an ideal family? That's the question these students are asking with their playlet. It's the International Day of Families, and the UN Information Center in Lagos is hosting this event. In a message from the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon read to the audience, women and children's rights must be upheld in families and societies at large.
Equitable social and economic development depends on fair legal frameworks and social norms that support the rights of women and children. Discriminatory laws and practices that do not give equal rights to all and that suppress women's and children's rights have no place in contemporary families, communities, societies, and nations.
Then this tribute to a Nigerian heroine, late Dr. Stella Adadavo, who many say sacrificed her life to contain the spread of the deadly Ebola virus in Nigeria.
We thank God and we bless the late Dr. Adadavo, who staked her life. That is a woman that we must all remember. If not for her, we don't know what would have happened to us in Nigeria now. She gave her life. She gave her life. And that is the life of a woman. Women are always so concerned. She gave everything as a medical doctor. She added that extra quality of a woman into her profession.
Meanwhile, it's not all about women and children in the family.
The complementary man recognizes that we are different, but we are equal, we are important, we are both important in our ways. And working together, we can achieve a better family, a better relationship. So, fatherhood actually is the highest form of masculinity. Fatherhood calls man to put his natural gifts, that this strength, this energy and aggressive intelligence, at the service of others.
The theme of this year's event perhaps reminds the men, women, and children of their complementary roles in building the larger society. Temi Tokwe Fagbemi, Channels Television News.
Well, now the Nigerian army says that serious efforts are being taken to ensure that residents of Maiduguri in Borno State in Nigeria's northeast are alive and safe. Well, as difficult as this task may be in the face of insurgent attacks, the army is giving assurances that terror will not be allowed to reign again in Borno State. Well, the army spokesman, 7th Divisional Colonel Tukuru Gusau, told newsmen today that the army decided to impose a 24-hour curfew to be able to monitor Maiduguri and its environ. However, according to Gusau, the 24-hour curfew, which is currently in place, has been partially lifted for only today. He goes further to say that vehicular movement is still restricted within the city, while calling on all citizens to report any security breach to the nearest military establishment. Recall, though, that on Wednesday, Boko Haram attempted to take over some parts of the state, but were repelled by the Nigerian army. All right, Unilever has launched a new iron-fortified Knorr Cube as its way of finding solutions to iron deficiency anemia in Nigeria. Well, the company says that it will combine the rebranded product with an initiative which will bring about behavioral change through an initiative tagged the Green Food Steps. The program is set to promote nutritious cooking across all social levels in the Nigerian society.
The North Social Mission is introduced in practicals as brand ambassadors Omotola Jolade Kendi and her daughter join Chef Freeze at the event geared towards finding solutions to iron deficiency anemia in Nigeria. This theme is of immense interest to many health-conscious personalities, especially those concerned with maternal, newborn and child health. One of them is philanthropist Toyin Saraki.
Our messages were previously going to women in healthcare facilities and from their healthcare providers. But what this fortified cube can do for us now is it can take that message and implement it in women's homes every time they cook a meal and every time they eat a meal. And I think that is a huge step for womankind. I'd like to salute this.
The program includes lectures and sharing of information on the importance of consuming iron-rich food, with a panel emphasizing on educating women on the benefits.
It's just about nutrition education and behavior change to make mothers understand the benefits of incorporating the vegetable and for them to accept the taste, the flavor, as well as the color, because the vegetable will really change the normal color of the complementary foods.
Unilever says it has taken it beyond talks, as captured in the Fork, Fortune and Farm initiative.
What makes this powerful is that it is not an intervention only about the elite. It is an intervention that cuts through the society, that is pro-poor in the sense that on the farm fork fortune levers, you actually have interventions that involve peasants. You're improving livelihoods over there. You have interventions that enable civil society to be able to meet their goals. And you also have an intervention that enables business to grow.
The package is further embellished with the rebranded Knorr Cubes, which is presented to consumers. Ini Thompson, reporting for Channels Television News.
All right, now, Etisalat subscribers are in for a new experience with the introduction of a new package called Easy Life 4.0. At a press briefing today, the Chief Marketing Officer, Francesco Angeloni, says that tariffs on calls on this package is 11 kobo per second, with no restriction to the number of calls subscribers can make. Our correspondent Chris Elms now reports.
Management staff of Etisalat in a meeting with members of the press. And at the core of this interaction is Easy Life 4.0 limited edition, another product from the network to improve the experience of their esteemed customers. And here the Chief Marketing Officer drives home the point.
Limited edition means exclusivity, special care, attention, to our high-value customer, and not only our high-value customer, but also the customers that are in this country. We are launching an offer that is available for 160 million Nigerians, over 160 million, correct? Yes. And we are absolutely transparent in the way in which we are communicating it.
Easy Life 4.0 comes with lots of perks, and here the management explains further.
11 kobo per second is what you can get as the best tariff. However, it is not 11 kobo per second limited to some number of people. Neither is it an 11 kobo per second that starts with a very high tariff for your first minute, but it's an 11 kobo per second that starts from the very first second. You can use to reach over 160 million Nigerians. Anybody you want to call. Your old friends, your old schoolmates, whoever it is. Just pick your phone and call them. And as my boss said earlier, it is just with a token daily fee of 5 naira.
Going into the market with this product, we have looked at that. We have done our homework in terms of network quality, the amount of people that we're expecting to come on this. And we are very, very, very rest assured. And you need to be also rest assured that, and that is taken care of, even if we get this number of people that is expected in terms of that.
To obtain, dial star 420 star 1 hash.
Buy Etisalat SIMs for those that don't have, and migrate to Easy Life 4.0 limited edition and tell the world about the great products we have on Etisalat.
Hey, how you doing?
Chris Illems, Channels Television News.
All right, when the news at 10 returns, Nigeria's GDP grows 3.9% year-on-year in its first quarter of 2015. And that's on Business News. Join us again.